stick to my guns to what I said in the chat, bro. We need to go try to see if we can get Chuck Smith to get on this defensive line, get those big uglies right, or the big pretties, as you like to say, Big Low. Uh, you know what I'm
We
saying?
pretty
Got
too. Yeah,
yeah,
we
got to get those guys right, man. Get some fire under those guys, and like you said, Chuck Smith had the school teaching guys pass rush moves, counter moves, everything like that. He can come in, teach some of our young guys. Remember, Braylon Trice is coming back. Remember, we got Arnold Abracady. We got Brandon Dorlises. You know, all those guys, the young guys. He can come in and help. I feel like instantly. And then, man, I feel like you need to go ahead and throw whatever you can at Steve Wilkes or Robert Saleh. Those are like the top two guys for me. I hear Dennis Allen, I hear Jeff Ulbrich, and those are cool. But I feel like you should swing for the fences first. And then if you miss it, okay, then try to go get somebody else. But those two guys, they top for me.
look. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. T. Wood, did you ever find out who the open defense coordinator positions?
I guess I suck as a researcher. I have 3 thus far. I've got Falcons, Jags, Raiders. I'm looking for other folks that got fired. So just give me a few more and we'll see. It's
Wait a
tough.
minute. Wasn't Ryan Nielsen? So Ryan Nielsen is gone in Jacksonville?
So
Well, they
I know
fired the head coach, so we don't know if he's going to stay for the new one, but he's potentially out there.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I know they got rid of old Dougie.
Yeah, they did. They didn't
Hey,
really do
hey, did you hear who the Jacksonville Jaguars are also talking about interviewing?
No,
for
I
head
did
coach.
not.
Nah, the Buccaneers OC, and I'm like, take them.
Yes,
Liam Cohen?
yes, a
Yeah,
thousand times yes. Please take him off our hands.
for
Please.
real. Because I
Please,
got
please.
because I hate to talk about the Bucks, but I gotta give Liam Cohen his props.
They balled out this year.
Yeah, man, and when they had lost Mike Evans and Godwin, he revamped the offense, and they pretty much almost won out.
Did
They
the
only
Giants
lost
fire
one
their head?
game.
Did the Giants fire their
No,
head coach?
no, Dayball is still there.
Yeah, they
They
said
are
they
running
running
it
it
back
back.
with Dayball.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yep, they are running it back with Dayball.
Nathan Floyd said 49ers, Colts, and Bengals.
Okay, to go along with the Falcons, Jags, and Raiders.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we can come out with a good defensive coordinator out of that bunch right there. No disrespect to the 49ers and the Bengals, but I think we more so on the rise than them two. Well, Bengals is tough because they had the best passer and wide receiver this year and still ain't went nowhere.
They still ain't winning because they need a defense.
So maybe the Bengals, but
And
outside
the
of that,
Bears,
man,
right?
I think we on the way up.
And the Bears, right?
Yes.
Didn't
Well,
they fire their
yeah,
head coach? They fired their head coach.
Yeah.
I didn't. Did Everflus get fired? I didn't see Everflus getting fired. I
Oh
did
yeah,
see
he
that.
got fired. He got
Oh,
fired.
got fired.
okay. I missed
Yeah,
that
he
one. Yeah, I
did.
missed that one.
No, he got
But
fired
but
in season.
okay,
Chris. He got fired in season. So
okay.
that's Falcons, Jags, Raiders, 49ers, Colts, Bengals, Bears, and
You
Saints.
know, you know what? I'm tripping because I did see something about Everflus, like maybe the Jets or somebody looking at him for DC.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, Mike says, screw it and bring Kirby Smart in to run the defense. I don't think
He's not leaving Georgia.
I don't think people realize how Kirby is treated in Athens.
Like royalty.
He doesn't have to pay for anything.
Bro,
Go Dogs.
go Dogs. Like
Go Dogs.
Kirby ain't leaving. You would clearly have to force him out of there. Kirby ain't leaving Georgia, bro.
Man,
Mm-mm.
let me
Kirby
tell you
has no
something.
reason to leave Georgia Bulldogs at all. He don't have no reason to do that.
That man loves the Dogs so much. After every interview, he's like, "Go Dogs."
Go
You
Dogs.
ever notice that? After
That what he
every
say?
like whenever
After
they
every
interview him at
interview.
halftime, he's like, "Yeah, we need to get the defense needs to do a better job. We can't make the mistakes that we did." Well, thank you, Kirby. Go Dogs. At
And
the
go Dogs.
end
Bro.
of every interview, he loves Georgia, and
Bro.
Georgia loves him.
The crazy thing is that ain't even media training, because during this whole recruitment process, do you know what that man said to me every time he got off the phone?
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go
Like
Dogs.
that's just probably
That's in his programming, bro.
that's his program.
Go Dogs.
Bro, that's probably what he tells his wife every night.
Every night, right? I love you, honey. Go
Love you,
Dogs.
baby. Go
All
Dogs.
right.
Like that's just him. That's just him.
And she probably like, going to bed, honey? Yeah, going to bed. All right, go Dogs. Go Dogs.
That's just him, man. Like
It's
whatever
in
he
his
send,
blood,
whatever he
man.
send me text message, and like you know how the conversation's over. Go Dogs. Like that's just what it is.
And like Ghost Pepper said, yeah, Everflu's pockets timeouts too. We don't need no more of that in Atlanta. No, thank you. We don't have enough of that in Atlanta. We got our share.
I agree.
We got our share.
I agree.
We got our share. I think this going ahead and put that out the pasture.
Yeah, we don't need any more of that spreading. I would agree.
What? Hey, real quick, wouldn't that be something to have Everflus and Raheem Morris on the same coaching staff?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I said, bro, did we just go from bad to worse?
Don't even put that in the ethos, man. Don't put that out there.
Oh no. If Terry want to keep a job, I don't think he's gonna do that.
I don't want to do that.
I think it's one of those situations with Eberflus. I think a lot of his situation was on that the quarterback. I never really been a big Caleb Williams fan, but like him running around there like a chicken with his head cut off, they just thought he was supposed to come save him. It's like that's just not how it works. There were so many times he just put them in some bad situations. Now he made some crazy throws 2 or 3 times a game, but the only issue is that he would put them in terrible situations 5 and 6 times a game. So I mean, you can't really, you can't put all of it on Eberflus. We also got Superman chat in here. Unks in here. He says, fellas, Chuck Smith sounds good for nostalgia, but you may want to bring in an experienced guy. Maybe Salah, reassemble a Quinn makeover. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Shouts out to Uncle Steve, man. Y'all make sure y'all check
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you though. Like Chuck Smith, for me, I don't want him as my DC. I want him as my defensive line. I would love to have Steve Wilkes or Robert Saleh as my actual defensive coordinator. I just want Chuck Smith on the staff because I believe that so he can be able to get that pass rush right, be able to have those guys motivated. I'm just thinking about he's a former Atlanta Falcon, so I believe so it's going to be like a little extra oomph, so because he used to play for the organization, so of course he wants to see the success. I'm just trying to dot some I's, man. That's all.
Look, I'm not mad at it, Chris. Like, I would love to have Chuck Smith in here coaching that defensive line. Like it's like I said earlier in the stream, like Chuck Smith, like he's been around for the last 15 years, and you watch all these clips about how he's getting all these great defensive ends and these outside linebackers at the best shape of their lives and teaching them all kinds of techniques. James, hey, what's the kid's name? Houston, that played for the Colts.
Damn, my bad. I had just
Justin Houston.
Justin Houston, yeah.
Right there, from right down there in Statesboro, Georgia. Shouts out to 912. Justin Houston from Statesboro, Georgia. A Georgia boy, all those years training with Chuck Smith, all these other guys training with Chuck Smith, and then they go back to their own respective teams and dominate. Meanwhile, you had them right here in your backyard, and y'all didn't take advantage of the asset.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true, bro. And my thing is, man, I feel like, bro, this right here was just a science project, and the science project went wrong. And now they just got, and then also, I got to comment to something that you said earlier because I feel like you were absolutely right. I do not feel like Raheem Morris wanted to fire Jimmy Lake.
Oh, really? Yeah, he didn't want to fire Jimmy Lake.
I don't think so either. I really don't. But when we hear that evaluation word, that's a part of evaluating. You got to evaluate the coaches, and that last game of the season, just like how you just went back to a pumpkin, it's just no. That just can't happen. It just can't.
Jimmy Lake Raheem Morris did everything in his power not to fire. How you get fired late?
How you get fired on your day off?
You got
You got
fired on
fired
your
on a
day
snow
off.
day. You got fired on a snow day.
On a snow day. I
Oh
mean,
wow.
so I mean, it's like I said, as bad as this defense was, this isn't a situation where it's like you have to stop and evaluate stuff. Like this is just be a common sense decision. I feel like Raheem Morris was legitimately like, hey, nah, wait a minute, guys. I think we could really keep Jimmy Lake. Jimmy Lake does really good things for us. Like keep. Hey, Terry, I really like those wingtip shoes that you got, man. You gotta let me know
wow.
where you got those things from.
Oh,
Like keep. So Jimmy Lake can stay, right? I mean, I feel
oh
like that's
wow.
exactly how the conversation went.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Well, I know one thing. I know what I'm playing tonight. I don't know about y'all. Let it snow. Let it snow.
You better hit that though, Chris.
Oh, my bad. You know, I'm on with Big Low. I gotta
You better
represent.
hit that though,
I
Chris.
Oh
know,
man, look at
I,
Chris.
I know Uncle Steve is in the chat too. I gotta represent.
Hey, hey. So guys, Steve Wilkes has an interview with the Colts. Scheduled. And I think it's for a head coach position.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he deserves a head coaching job. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he got the short end of the stick in the Carolina. So look, for a brother to have a interview for a head coaching job, look, I'm all down for it. The question is like, is it a legitimate interview or is it a check the boxes interview? That's the
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And that's sad to even, you know,
Wait.
even think that could be.
Guys, I'm wrong. I think it's for the because that's it's for a DC position.
DC job, okay.
Yeah, it's for a DC position. Robert Saleh has an interview with no, they already interviewed him. Brandon Staley has an interview with them, and Deshae Townsend interviewed with them already.
Oh, okay.
The Bengals are interviewing Patrick Graham, DeMarcus Covington, and Matt Eberflus, of all people. Looks like
Yeah, get Matt Eberflus. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you ain't got to worry about him calling timeouts. So go ahead and get Eberflus. and that way you can leave Saleh and Wilkes still out there just possibly for the Falcons.
The Colts are interviewing Lou Anarumo. I butchered his name. Whatever. Lou Anarumo, Steve Wilkes, and Ephraim Banda for defensive coordinator. And then I don't see any other interviews scheduled. So, yeah, it's pretty much wide open. I think the 49ers are going to hire Saleh. I think they're interviewing these folks just because they have to, because of the Rooney Rule. But quite candidly, as soon as they get done with that third interview, I think they're going to offer Saleh the position. I don't know if he'll take it, but, But the good news is 49ers aren't interviewing Steve Wilkes. That's right, because they fired Steve Wilkes.
They fired Steve Wilkes.
What? That was the year they went to the Super Bowl, or was that the year after that they lost?
Year after,
That's most recent. Yeah. So
I think it was a year after.
Yeah.
RJC gave us a $1. That's still worth a da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. We definitely appreciate it, RJ.
Worth more than Jimmy Lake.
Oh wow.
God.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, from way downtown. From way downtown.
From half court like Trae Young.
From half court like Trae Young. Dropping down. What do you guys think of Antonio Pierce?
I'll definitely take it. AP.
What's he run, a 3-4 or 4-3 in Las Vegas?
Don't start me lying.
Anybody know? Anybody in the chat know? What's Antonio Pierce run? You know what? Oh wow. Wow.
He elevated him.
There we go. What in the world, Bo? You bet?
My bad. I hit the wrong button. I went to go turn my light on, but see, I got long johns on, so I'm covered up. but I just didn't want y'all to see me in my
Oh, that was respect.
Yeah.
And I respect that, Low. I respect the heck out of that, Low.
Yeah. I mean, I'm covered up, but I mean,
Big Low is considerate. That's all. Big Low is
yeah.
considerate.
Yeah.
That's all.
So it's like I ain't want y'all to.
That,
wow.
that's that Southern hospitality right there.
That's it. That's it.
Goodness.
I mean,
oh wow.
I
Michael
figured
said pause.
I figured y'all didn't want to see that, What we pausing for? Like
you
it would have been paused if I would have got
right.
up. If I would have got
Oh
up
my
and like
goodness.
slowly went over there.
Oh
And,
my goodness. Oh
took my
wow.
time coming back. Like,
Oh wow.
that would have been pause worth the moment. Like,
Antonio said Big Low got on a onesie. Chill, bro.
Oh wow. Oh, oh wow.
Come on, Tonio. What in the world?
Tonio ain't gonna let you live, bro. Tonio.
Oh wow. Antonio is not having it. He is not having it. But you know what though? Big Low, we had Antonio on our show earlier this week, and he was giving it to everybody on the panel. So that's just him.
Antonio, man.
Hey man, Antonio's a jokester, man.
Well,
hey man, he was dishing it out. You hear me?
He come out of nowhere with it too. You don't even see it coming. He just say smack.
Yeah. Antonio's an assassin.
Shout out to Atlanta Falcons fan Demick. He says, "Well, it could be worse. Thanks for saving us from the hot balls." Now, first of all,
oh wow!
First of all, Atlanta Falcons fan Demick. That's not hot balls I was talking about. See, I gotta get your minds out of the gutter.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Big Low said that wasn't what I meant. That wasn't what I meant. Damn it.
That's a good one, Fat David. Oh man, y'all are on fire today.
Nuka says, Big Low genuinely getting naked. Say it ain't so. Like, wait a minute now.
Oh wow. I see where this is going.
Then Kenneth Collette says, Big Low sporting a Superman thong. First
of
all, Big Low loves the naked. We be free balling. That is ain't no.
I thought
ain't no thongs on hip hop.
I thought you were gonna say you were a Batman fan, Big Low. I didn't know where you
I'm about. First of all, I think I know what this show needs. Some damn Lysol. Where is it? Damn Lysol.
Oh wow. Oh, Antonio's just going in now for no reason. He just
Big Low looking like Big Pern standing on the dock, butt naked. Like,
damn.
What in the world?
Damn.
What in the world?
What the hell is the damn Lysol?
Damn.
Lemon too. Lysol lemon.
Oh my God.
99.9%.
Everybody talk about thongs. I be free balling. Dun, 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 dun. That's that's what it did. I told Coach Ron the other day, I like, look, house catch on fire, we done. Cause we talk about the fires in LA. I like, look, house catch on fire, we done. Like, everybody gonna see this. Like, they gonna see all of this. Cause ain't no,
gotta get out, man.
Gotta get out. I ain't putting no clothes first. Like, house catch on fire is like this is what it is. Like, it ain't gonna be no. Oh, wait a minute, they put on some sweatpants. Like, nah, I will be sitting in the truck when the fire truck comes.
You know what, Lo? That's why I sleep in shorts. So
That's why you sleep in shorts.
I sleep in Nike shorts and a t-shirt for that reason, because you just never know. You know what I mean?
I know. I know you never know, but I like to be comfortable.
And I keep shoes by the door. So it just,
I keep shoes by my bed. I keep shoes by my bed. So all I got to do is throw them on. Michael,
I walk outside with no shoes on all the time.
Michael, change subjects, please.
Well, Michael, I'm gonna tell you, this Big Low Country. Like we kind of go off. We kind of go off all pace a whole lot. Like, this is, this is what it is. This is a normal show.
Hey man, hey.
Something is wrong with y'all.
Who knows anything about Patrick Graham, DeMarcus Covington, Lou Honoramo? I don't know anything about these guys, but they're all I guess DeMarcus Covington was the Patriots DC. and
Yes,
Patrick Graham
Yes,
was for the Raiders. And
yes, if
Lou,
I'm not mistaken, as a matter of fact, I'm looking them up right now. All right, so yes, he was currently is the Patriots DC. Um, according to Wikipedia, so um joined the organization in 2017 as a coach assistant for 2 years before becoming the team's outside linebackers coach in 2019. He won his first Super Bowl title when the Patriots defeated the Rams in Super Bowl 53 in 2020. He was moved to coaching the defensive line on February 1st, 2024. He was promoted to defensive coordinator. So he has a year of defensive coordinator experience.
okay.
I
All
feel
right.
like it's one of those situations where that's kind of too young.
Yeah.
Be-
Plus, he was
be-
groomed in the Belichick tree. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So because one thing that everybody mentioned in the chat a little bit earlier, everybody said that they don't want the young Thundercat coordinators no more. Like
Yeah.
everybody said, except for like a couple of people said they want young innovative minds, but everybody
Right.
said they want more seasoned coordinators or more
Right.
seasoned defensive coordinator. Because I'm happy with what Zach Robinson's done so far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I know he had some ups and downs, but my thing is, I'm just excited of what he did with Penix those last 3 games. Plays we was able to run, the playbook opened up a little bit more, and I'm just excited about Zach and Michael being able to have a full off season to work together, really get in the lab, see what each other what I'm saying likes to call, likes to do, and that's what I'm excited about, y'all. So Zach Robinson, yeah, I'm cool with Zach.
What do you think about Zach T. Will?
I think Zach did an amazing job. I think he was able to open up the playbook more and look at with a year under his belt and going into the offseason and with Michael Penix. I mean, the sky's the limit. Look at Penix is the real deal, man. He can make any throw on the field, and who wouldn't want to coach that? So, yeah, I'm all for it, man. I can't wait to see what we can do with this offense next year. Like, again, that's the main reason I wanted to keep Raheem and keep Zach Robinson, because this offense is dynamic. Make no mistake about it. This offense, and I'm going to go on record as saying this, can be as good or better than that 2016 offense.
Come on,
From
T.
the
Will. Come on
um,
now. T. Will,
um,
I knew you were going to say that.
yeah,
Come on,
Well,
T.
I
Will.
mean, our 2015 numbers, our first year numbers, as far as offense, we're better on offense than we were in 2015.
well, let's look at the weapons, right? Let's look at the weapons that you have. You have Drake London, you have Darnell Mooney, you have Ray, you have Bijan, you have Kyle. Who are you gonna double? You can't double everybody. You can't cover everybody. Who are you gonna double? And you got a quarterback who just needs a second of hesitation to throw it anywhere on the field. Make no mistake about it. That first quarter throw to Cardero Hodge, there ain't another quarterback in the league that can make that throw, bar none.
I don't think Pat can.
I don't give a damn if you give me Josh Allen. There is not another quarterback, because that was a dot, and that went
What
through
do y'all
three
what
guys
do y'all
trying
think
to catch.
about Joe Burrow? Does he make that throw?
No.
Absolutely not.
Come on, T.
Okay.
Absolutely
Come on,
not.
Chris.
Hey man, hey, I'm just asking because he was
Yeah.
the best quarterback. Quarterbacks can get into a rhythm. You know how it goes. So I just wanted to,
Man,
Well, let's ask the chat what they think. Let's ask the coach.
that's I like that idea, Big Low. That's why you Big Low.
Do y'all feel like this offense next year could be better than the 2016 offense? If you
or
feel like
equal
it
to.
can,
Or
I'm
equal
sorry,
to.
go.
Equal to or better. Equal
Okay,
to
I'm
or
sorry,
better.
equal to or better. If you feel like this offense next year could be equal to or better than the 2016 offense, put a 1 in the chat. If you disagree and you think T. Will been drinking too much, put a 2 in the chat.
What's in that cup?
But since T. Will's cup is in T. Will's cup, it might
It's
be
not
water, it
this.
might be moonshine.
It's not the wine. It's not the wine. It's not the wine. It's not.
So if you agree with T Will, put a 1 in the chat. If you disagree, put a 2 in the chat. We just want to know
This
what y'all.
gonna be good right here, y'all. This should
All
be
the
good.
results are mixed so far. I see some
Results
ones
are
and some
mixed.
twos.
They big.
I see a one.
Speak
A
your
one
mind, Falcon
5.
fans. Speak
A
your mind.
1.5.
He will on that Pink Panther.
See, we're on that Peach Panther. That's what he on.
Chris said Pink Panther. Oh my goodness.
That's what Iron Mike said. Hey, I'm just hey, listen, I'm the messenger. I am not the
Oh wow.
I
Oh,
am the
that was
messenger.
good. That was
Man,
good.
so while y'all putting these votes in, I do need y'all to make sure y'all go to For My ATL One Sports, and subscribe to T Will's channel. Also go to go ahead, T Will.
Can I drop the link in here
Of
for
course
it?
you can.
And you spotlight it so people can see it. But please go. Please go. We're in need of subscribers. Help us out.
Same over here at A1 Forever. You know what I'm saying? Low, I could borrow about 1,000 from you.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
Look,
I can borrow about 1,000.
Look, if subs was a house, my house would be this big. Hey, y'all seen that commercial? Y'all seen that commercial with that guy with the yard and the girl swinging and she's hitting the fences? That's how small the yard is. And they're like, yeah, we need to get our credit
a bigger house,
a bigger yard. That's my channel right now. I need subs, y'all. So please look out for you, boy. Look out for you, boy. But nah, man. I mean,
and Chris, if you could you put your link in the chat as well for me?
Yeah.
Chris is at A1 Forever. All right, so T Will, what's the results? What people saying?
I would say it's probably 60-40, maybe 65-35 that the Falcons will be as good as or better than the 2016 offense.
Go.
Yeah.
Or boy.
It could be 55-45. But I think the ones have it.
All right, let's see. See. So J Tubb, J Coop, Grandizer, they all say 1. They say T Will ain't too crazy. That's what they say. Danny Johnson and Craig Johnson, I think they cousins. They say 2. they disagree with it.
They say T Will drinking that Pink Panther.
Drinking that Pink Panther. With the salt around the glass.
Oh my goodness.
They say T Will that Pink Panther.
I love it. I love it.
Mike, Nathan Floyd, and J.
Coop
put 111
J. Coop said, I'm sold.
You just got naked.
He said, I'm sold.
Cowboy, Atlanta Falcons pandemic. He said 1. You know, he said he riding with him. Now, our Angel. Now, our Angel, he know the rules. He know the rules of the coach staff. You can't no see, he out here trying to go halfway. He said 1.5. Anything is possible, but give the young Thundercats time to grow.
Anything is possible. I ain't mad at you, Archangel, man. I ain't mad at you.
T. Terry, he says 1. Kenneth Collette says 2. He says lack of coaching and players. So we're gonna see what happens next year.
Kenneth has a point. To be fair, and I think he's talking about on the defensive side, but Kenneth, we got to do something about this defense. So that's fair. I feel like if you get an adequate defense, and when I say adequate, I mean 20th or better, this offense is going to carry you, and we're going to get into the playoffs, and we can go deep. But you can't do that if you're 31st. So, that is with the caveat.
Well, we didn't have a stellar defense when we went to the Super Bowl.
That's true.
Well, I think we was ranked like 28. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were 28th or 26 or so. Hey, look, man.
So if you can get a 20, so you can get 19 or 20, I feel like you definitely improved.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
Mike said you still on that Pink Panther. And,
I hear you, Iron Mike. I hear. Hey, Iron Mike, I'm drinking that Mountain Dew. Oh, this isn't Incredible Hulk, by the way. This is not Incredible Hulk. Before y'all get started,
incredible. That hit to see hit
Mountain Dew.
Okay.
It's Mountain Dew. It's not Incredible Hulk.
I hear you.
I know I'm dating myself. I took it way back. I don't think anybody's drinking Incredible Hulk anymore. Anyway, I took it way back.
T.
I
Will.
get that incredible now. Every now and then, that hit is hypnotic. Every time, look, sometimes the bitches got a simple T. Will. Sometimes hoes got a smash.
What's good, man? What's good?
Oh wow.
Every
Oh,
now and
wow.
then, you never know. Hey, shoot.
T. Will, you know what I was about to ask you though.
I know, but go ahead and ask it anyway. Go
So,
ahead.
so that Mountain Dew, that's all you?
Stop it, man. I just got it today because I ordered some wings because I'm eating very badly. I need to stop admitting this stuff on my brothers in the chat because he's gonna call me and be like, "What the hell is up with you, man? You're supposed to be eating better." I'm sorry, Eric. Okay, it's been a stressful week.
Get him, E.
It's been a stressful week, Eric. Okay, it's been a stressful week. Give me a break. I'll get back to eating healthy next week. But, whew, I tell you what, man, it's been a stressful week.
My man T. Will said, I don't need the cup. Forget the 44 ounce. I just give me the whole damn liter.
Just give me the whole thing. Just make sure you
give me the whole
Stop doing
daggone
that
thing.
in front of Chris. Chris calls me out every time. Every time I do that.
I'm just like, that's all you, brother. I'm like
all you T. Will. Just make sure you screw the lid on tight.
and don't put it back in the fridge.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Eric is so mad right now. Oh my god.
Granddad says, one, but what does the offense need to take the next step?
That's a good. Well, I mean, if you're running it back, I mean, you could think. My only concern would be Jake's getting a little older, but he's still good. Those Matthews played till they're 40, so Jake is all right. You could say McGarry, but McGarry did all right last year. Like he was okay. Plus, you got Bijan killing all the linebackers coming through. He loves the block. You're okay right now, and I know McGarry has slow feet, and I know he's. But unless you're facing somebody like J.J. Watt, I think you're okay. I don't know. If anything, it would. If you're talking offense, you're probably looking at a tackle. If you think McGarry can't pass block, but the only problem is when you need to run the ball, you got to run to McGarry's side. So it's 6 on one hand, half a dozen on the other. Because if you notice, every time the Falcons needed a first down, where'd they run? They ran to the right.
Right side.
Because McGarry's a mauler. Have you guys seen McGarry? Seen how big McGarry's a mauler, right? His only problem with pass blocking is he has slow feet. Bro, but outside of that,
I met his whole family in the Home Depot backyard. His little brother is bigger than me.
Damn.
This is his little brother. And I ain't a small dude.
No. I've seen you. No, you're not.
His little brother got me. Like, I was like, okay. And the crazy thing is, like, when I seen him and his dad and his mom, I was like, y'all Caleb McGarry family. Because all of them look alike.
Yeah.
All of them look alike. I like, y'all Caleb's family, right? He's like, yeah, we're his family. And his brother, the brother gave him the bro hug, dapped me up. I like, ooh. What did Cat Williams say in the Friday? He was like, the Matrix. I mean, he pulled me in like, you're the Matrix. I'm like, oh, okay.
You ain't know the young man had that kind of strength on him.
He pulled me quick. I'm like, oh, hold on there now. I used to get thrown around like this.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. We got the Superman chat. Connor Martella, he says, so we've heard about the coaches, but now I want to know from everyone 3 players on offense and defense that will be cut and will be retained. Da da da. That's a Superman chat, man. Boy, kind of coming with the
came with it that time.
I'm telling you, boy.
Came with it.
And according to the poll, T. Will, it looks like Atlanta Falcon Fandemic did verify that the ones got it. It looks like everyone agreed with you on that one. So congratulations, T. Will.
Thank you.
You won your first coaching staff poll. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you, fans in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Look out for you, boy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, man.
But 3 guys that y'all think it could be cut and 3 guys that y'all think could be retained.
On offense?
Well, it could be offense or defense.
Yeah, it'd have to be defense. So for me, you can let. I mean, he's on a 1-year deal. You don't have to cut it. But for me, Simmons, you don't necessarily have to bring back Judon. Although whatever defensive coordinator you get, please don't put Judon in coverage if we resign him. Please, could you not? I'm just saying. Jesus, Jimmy, what are you doing? What are you doing, Jimmy?
Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Judon. I'm gonna say Simmons. I like the offer. I really do. So I'm not gonna say him.
Shouts out the glow. Feel the glow.
Shout out the glow.
That's all I can think of, guys. What y'all got? That's the that come to mind for me.
Well,
that's tough. Go. I don't know if you got yours ready, Low. I'm still thinking. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I got a few that I might be able to kick around there. Richie Grant might be one.
Yeah.
That might be let go.
Yeah.
Because he said 3, and I got more than 3, and it's just hard to narrow this thing down.
Oh, okay. Well, look, if you got 5 or 6, you feel free to enlighten us, brother.
Well, you just named Richie Grant. Definitely. I'm kind of looking at Mike Hughes. Like you said, Simmons and Judon could. They want Lorenzo Carter. He could. Am I wrong for saying Troy Anderson?
Ooh. Daggone.
I know that's tough. I know that is. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. The game we seen, the guy that we seen when we played New Orleans the first time, that's the player that we was looking for.
That's what we were looking for.
But he can't stay on the field.
He can't stay on the field. The biggest ability is availability.
And I'm just like, it ain't even nothing personal. It's just like, again, like you just said, you're not available though, man. Like, that's crazy. And then you come back against the Saints, and you obviously still wasn't 100%. We just needed you. And you hurt yourself again. Then next thing you know, you're on IR. It's just, you can even make an argument that, hey, man, it may be time for old Nate Landman to go to.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I was thinking that it's one of them situations with Nate Landman. It's like you had the whole little engine that could story, and the kid coming out of Colorado, and he's not the fastest. He ain't the fastest switch guy, but he just plays to run well. But it looked like it's getting worse before it gets better.
Mm-hmm.
So if you play okay on a bad defense, does that make you good? It's like if you play okay, if you're not the missing link on a bad defense, does that make you one of the does that make you the guy? I mean, because look, me, Uncle Steve, Smitty, Berto, we are part of Southern Silk. Can't none of us sing a lick. Because I'm the best singer. That made me Luther. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
the problem with that is too, though, Coach, is coming into the season, we already knew what was a position that we was all worried about.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I almost worry about cornerback.
Yeah, I feel that too. Now that's another conversation. But we knew we were like thin at linebacker.
Yes.
So with that being said, cutting these guys too. I mean, even though it's just like, man, yeah, they play and been up to par, the availability ain't there. It's like with our cap situation and with our draft capital, can we even afford to really just be like, all right, you can go and ride, though, player? It just can we afford to? But we know what need to happen. It's just, can we afford to?
Exactly. That's and that's the question. That's the question. Can you afford to? So I mean, I don't know. I know that it's one of those cases where if So for example, if I'm legitimately trying to take the next step and I have a guy who was, predominantly average or who, you know, never really took the next step himself, it's like, why would I kind of go back with him? And I know some people in the comments say that, he was, he may have been hurt, and I completely understand that. But I feel like there might be a better linebacker out there for us. I don't know. I just feel like that might be the case.
Right.
So, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, is that all the people that you had on your list though?
Oh, I mean, shoot. As far as I mean, what Avery Williams?
Yes.
uh, shoot. Like I said, I mean, we got a nice list of people.
Let me ask you this right here.
Uh,
What about Kyle Pitts?
I don't think you should cut him. I think if you want to get rid of him, it's got to be in a trade. You got to get something for him.
You gotta
You
get
got
something.
to. You have to. Because cutting Kyle Pitts, like, whoo, boy, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's gonna be one of those moves that you be like, that's why they be laughing at us. So that's that'd be that that'll be that, that's
That's one of those
one of those.
moves.
You remember that old Carrie movie? They're all gonna laugh at you. It's just like, no, just I don't. You got to trade him if you're gonna get rid of him. He's got to be in a trade. But with a new quarterback, do you feel low that Penix, the Kyle Pitts, excuse me, the Michael Penix, the Kyle Pitts connection can be established?
I feel like it could. I feel like, and if you go back and watch all 22, I feel like there were throws to Kyle Pitts that were there. I feel like Kurt was just too scared to make them. I feel like he didn't trust his arm. And there's one thing that we learned about Michael Penix. That joker trusts his arm, bro. Like, I don't know where you was at in the stadium on Sunday whenever he threw that ball on the sideline to Kadero Hodge.
Bro,
It happened right in front of me. Like, we were sitting on the side
yeah,
right,
for where it happened at, yeah, you had like the best view. Yeah, you had the best view.
bro. I still don't like. I had to go back and watch the game to see how it got in there. So,
And you don't make that throw. A lot of guys, I mean, you don't make that throw.
bro, a
You
lot of
don't
guys
throw
don't
that.
make that throw. So, if it's one of those situations where Kirk Cousins, he didn't trust to throw the ball to Kyle Pitts. I don't know if he didn't trust Kyle Pitts. I don't know if he didn't trust his arm, but I feel like Kyle Pitts. And the crazy thing is, Chris, is that I feel like we're saying this every year. I feel like every year. I feel like we keep saying the same thing, but I feel like Kyle Pitts could be more productive with Michael Penix than he would be with Kirk Cousins. There, I said it. I said it because we say the same thing every year. Every year is, oh yeah, next year Kyle Pitts gonna go off. Now that he got Kirk Cousins. Oh, next year Kyle Pitts gonna go off more because he has Desmond Ritter because Marcus Mariota couldn't do it for him. Oh, now he
Mhm.
got Taylor Heineke. Maybe he could go off.
We've
Hopefully,
been down this road plenty of times. Yeah.
hopefully this is the last time I'm saying this. Hopefully Kyle Pitts could legit go off now that Michael Penix will be able to trust him a little bit more. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Ghost Pepper says bold prediction. Let them walk on defense. Wow. Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata, Matthew Judon, Justin Simmons, and Richie Grant. You literally rebuilding
If,
the
if I
whole
if
defense.
I could keep grading, if I could, my thing is if I could, man, because Grady, you cut him, that's 16 mil. I think if you cut him, I think if you cut him or if you trade him, it's not in front of me, and I forgot it. But like yeah, like it's like a 16 mil. But either way it go, like I'd rather keep Grady and get rid of Amenyata if I had to choose between the two. But Judon, I already said Judon, Simmons, Grant, and for Simmons, I hate it for him because I kind of feel like it was scheme more so than just ability because like that's another guy. I'm like I don't believe No, man, I don't believe that Justin Simmons just went down that bad after one season. Just because the position that he plays, I'm just like, I feel
That
like that was more so the scheme, but he didn't do us no favors at
he
all.
didn't do us no favors. But
He had like 2 picks. Yeah,
I
like
think
only
just
2 picks.
one. What is just one?
I could have sworn he had 2.
Now I know he had one against Patrick Mahomes.
Of course,
What's
that
the other
was the
one?
one that had us all excited. We were like, yeah. But yeah, I thought he had one more, like maybe against the Raiders or the
I think
Giants?
he did have
Somebody.
one against the Raiders. Because I think both picks that he had were against AFC West teams. I think he did have one against the Raiders.
Yeah, I think it was the Raiders.
Connor Martella says, I'm sorry, I'm out on Kyle. It's an effort issue. Tape
Mhm.
not lying. Trade him. Get some picks. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Chris. Did you feel the energy in the room, Chill? Like, I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like I'm ready to run through a wall. Oh, my bad, Twisted. What,
I'm about to say, man, hey,
what,
you know who just slayed it, man. What it
man,
do,
what,
Chris? What
what
you
in the
do, man?
world,
What
bro?
you
What's
doing,
good?
man?
Hold on, let me put my glasses on, man. We
Oh,
getting
oh,
carried. We getting
this nigga
carried.
got a
My
point.
bad, my
Now
bad,
we
my fault,
getting
my fault.
serious. Now
We
we
good,
Dang,
we
getting
good. My
yo.
fault,
serious.
guys.
What's
What's good
going
on this
on, man?
Saturday night, man? Saturday evening. How y'all feeling?
Man,
Hey,
shoot.
man. Shoot,
I
man, let it snow. Jimmy, look, late gone, man. Let it snow.
We knew it was coming. It was either that or Raheem Morris. Your time was up. You got to make these executive decisions, my guy. That's how it go.
Man. Got it. Had to, man. We
man,
had
so tell us how you feeling about this move and tell us who you think they're gonna bring in, Twist.
I actually like the move. Honestly, I feel like our defense took a step back. I think Ryan Neeson was great as a defensive coordinator for us. He was taking definitely big strides, and I feel like Simmons probably would have been better in Neeson's coverage compared to what we had with Jimmy Lake. I think at times Jimmy Lake just looked confused, guys. It looked like he didn't know what he wanted to call on key downs, and that's confusing to me. I don't like that. As a coordinator, you have to come in with your decision making and be like, hey, 36, 37, 4th and 5. You got to know what you're going to call. At times, he didn't know. You have a man coverage type of cornerback, and you run in zone versus DK McCabb versus George Pickens. All the games that AJ Terrell did bad. Think about this, guys. It was in zone. When they said, no, we got to run man, what happened? Jesse Bates got pick sixes. AJ Terrell put the clamps on what's my boy from Washington, Terry, with my name. So, hey,
Oh,
that's
McLaurin.
what it is. I actually think he might be the coordinator, defensive coordinator. Great.
You think Gray might?
man, he turned into Detective Terrell out there, just locking everybody up.
I think, yeah, Gray could be an asset, man. I think our secondary was the best part of our defense anyway. Let's call a spade a spade.
Man, and look, I understand that. And I feel like the reason why the secondary was the best part of the defense was because you had your top 3 guys were DB guys.
Mm-hmm.
Raheem Morris,
Mhm.
DB guy. Jimmy Lake,
Mhm.
DB guy.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Gray, DB guy. Who's taking care of the defense? I mean, of the defensive line? Who's taking care of the linebackers?
The guy that they fired.
The guy that they fired. So
Yeah.
he's sitting here, he's just worried about protecting the guys on the back end. And he was just like, look, yeah, y'all, whatever y'all do down there, y'all just do it, and just make sure they don't have too much time so they could burn us back here. That's pretty much what it was.
Mm-hmm. And for clarity, I'm talking about Jay Rogers.
I do like Wilkes. I do like Neeson. I do like what's my guy who was the Jets head coach at one point.
Sala. Robert Sala.
Yeah, that's 3 good pieces that I would pick, you know what I'm saying? Because they both have they can be good with the front 7 and the back end. Those 3 people we pick. It's just about the scheme. Would they scheme fit our team? That's more so what I'm worried about now. Because we do got some slow linebackers. Respectful.
Look, this boy slower than pine water. Them boys slower than molasses in the wintertime.
Yeah, Lamb gotta go, guys.
And see, me and Chris were just talking about that. And I'm sitting here like, look,
Yeah, hey, what I just was saying.
if you're an okay player on a bad defense, you don't need to be here.
Nah.
If you just okay on a bad defense, like why we running back with it? It's like I said, it's like Southern Silk. It's like all them jokers can't sing. I'm just the best singer.
Oh wow.
You know, so I mean, look, it is what it is. Terry, you finish your Mountain Dew?
No, sir.
I'm
No,
trying to
sir.
tell
I did
you.
not. It's still here. I didn't finish
Mountain
it.
Dew.
Bro, is
I
it
didn't
almost
finish
gone?
Yeah, look like it went down a little bit.
It is not almost gone. It is not.
There
No,
was a lot
thank
more in
you.
there
No,
before, Terry.
no, it's the same amount in there. It is not. It
All
is
right,
not.
T. Will, I just saying, I peep you out now. That bottle was a
Hey,
little bit more.
Hey, Twisted. I'm just trying to figure out if it's a Terry thing or not. Do you have one of those by chance by close to you?
I don't drink Mountain Dew, but when I saw it, the first thing I thought about was Talladega Nights when the kid was like, "I'm chipped off on Mountain Dew, Chip."
That's right. These are my kids, Walker and Texas Ranger. How you doing? Daddy, dinner is for winners and winners only. Okay? Dinner is for winners.
Classic. Classic.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
But so they were
movie.
so they were asking earlier, Twisted. Somebody asked like 3 players do you feel like we could cut coming up this season?
We can cut.
Yeah.
Or 3 you can retain.
Oh man, 3 players we can cut. Let's go ahead and let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Landman, sorry, nice to meet you. Appreciate you that 1 year. Bum about your business. Should have been on IR a lot earlier. Maybe would have been a lot better. D Alpha. I'm so tired of seeing cornerbacks not be able to get INTs. That's just despicable to me. Like that's what you practice. I don't understand it. I don't like it. He had 1 good game versus CD Lamb. Okay, CD Lamb was hurt. Let's call a spade a spade, and he still had over 100-some yards. Let's call a spade, guys. Respectfully. Offense. Oh man, I don't really know nobody I can cut. Oh, Avery Williams.
Yeah.
Avery Williams, yeah, because like I'm tired of him doing this. He just catches the ball, moves over. You're not gonna get a penalty, champ. You're not getting a penalty from that. Run at least and get 15 yards.
Yeah.
He hasn't been good since when he was good on kickoff, bro. But
yeah.
Oh,
Agreed.
Ray, my man.
You let Ray go?
I'm gonna tell you why. Key moments of the game. If you look at our losses, think about what he did in those losses. Think about it. What y'all see? Think about it. Drop pass, INT, a fumble, and then another fumble on kickoff. Yeah. All 3 were key moments in games. Yeah, he gets
he also had like a holding or a block in the back or something. If I'm not mistaken.
We all know this. We've all played football on this panel. We know it's 4 to 5 plays that determines if you win or lose a game. And he's been a part of a lot of those losses if you really pay attention to. Not saying he ain't a good player. He is. But do you have that many footballs to go around? I seem like he's a lot more comfortable with Penix. And he's a special team guru.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can draft another Ray. Respectfully. I'm not saying you can draft another Ray, though.
No, we don't need I'm sorry, Twisted. I'm with you up to that point. We need an all defensive draft. We need
we need an ugly draft.
I'm not saying this year. I'm saying these next 2 years you can draft another receiver.
Yeah,
to get his production.
I see your point about Ray, but lest we not forget, Ray also made a big catch so we could tie this game, this past one, in the first half. I mean, I see your point. You know, sometimes Ray does silly stuff, but Ray is a capable backup for Mooney. If Mooney goes down. So I'm not necessarily comfortable letting Ray go. Everybody else you said, I'm fine with it. You know, other than that,
you forgot about the speedster.
Got my deal.
Yeah, if he didn't get hurt,
we only signed him for a year. He's only on a 1-year deal. He's not. You said what?
They can potentially bring him back.
Right, he's a speed guy coming off an ACL. We don't know if he's going to lose a step or 2. I mean, he's a speed guy. It'd be different if he could run it. He's known for speed, right? So I don't know that you could necessarily trust it. I mean, you could, but we've seen what Ray can do. You know, for me, a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. I'm keeping Ray, but that's me. That's me.
I don't know. For some reason, it's like the way you said that, T. Will make me want to say pause. I don't know. I don't know. It's like it sounded kind of.
Oh wow!
Somebody blow the whistle.
Wow.
Is there a whistle in here? I know I got
Do you see what this society is turning into? My goodness.
I don't know.
But there's only so many footballs that can go around too, though, guys. You gotta think like we still gotta get Tyler Algier acquainted, like a lot more carries. Drake London, Darnell Mooney are gonna get a lot more touches. What are you gonna do with Kyle Pitts?
Trade him.
That's the real question.
Trade
What
him.
can you get for him? A third, fourth, second? What would you take for Kyle Pitts?
You only got 4 picks. You need all the picks you can get. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, Twisted. And Twisted, by the way, we got to do a show together, man. I don't think I've done a show with you. We definitely got to do a show together. But honestly, I think you keep this offense together, and here's why. You can double cover Drake and Mooney. And then, okay, now you got to go. You got to check down to Bijan. You got to hit Ray. You got to hit Kyle. But if you got all of those players on the field, you can't double everybody. And look at Ray has made some mistakes, but he's also made some big catches, especially when Mooney was out. He was our threat over the middle. And look at there are sometimes he and Penix seem to have chemistry. So, you know, if it's me, I'm going to run it back, but I'm also going to include Kadero Hodge. You're going to see more of him next year. And I want to get who's the youngster that got hurt? Casey Washington.
Yeah, Casey.
Let's get him in there.
About him. He's 4.3. He got 4.4 speed.
Yeah, that's Isaiah Washington, little cousin.
Let's get him in there, man. Let's get him in there. But no, I agree with everything you said on defense. Go ahead.
So hold on. So Ray, what he had? He had 62 receptions, 87 targets, almost 700 yards, 1 touchdown. I think we should have used him a lot more in the running game too, though.
I didn't know Ray balled out like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He 700 yards.
687.
He balled out.
687. Yeah. But you gotta think he got most of that with Kirk too, though. Kirk was looking for him a lot more in that offense. You know what I mean? But
he was the middleman. Like he would literally just sit and he would literally just sit in zones, like sit outside the zones and just.
I think honestly, if Rondale Moore didn't get hurt, that when Rondale got hurt, that saved Avery Williams' job. Because Ray had to become what Rondale was going to do, and if Rondale was able to be out there, Lord have mercy.
Goodness gracious. We also got Superman chat. Jay Harrison says, now the question is, what defensive scheme do the Falcons need to run most? 3-4, 4-3, hybrid, zone, or man? Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat. That's the question.
You know what? When you got, I'm with William. I would say 4-3. Look at when we were on that massive let's kill the quarterback run this past season for those 4 or 5 games where, you know, you were not playing us and not giving up 4 sacks. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We were in a 4-3, right? Were we not in a 4-3?
They were running both.
They
switched
like a
hybrid.
4-3-3-4. That's why I said the hybrid. Yep.
Okay. Well,
and you got to think you still got Caden Ellis, bro. Caden Ellis is that Swiss Army knife to where you can run the hybrid because he can rush the team. Right. And he has to be a lot more rushing, bro. Cut that out. Ellis has to be a lot more rushing. Then we got Trice coming back. He's more so of a 3-4 type of linebacker.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be.
I'm excited to see what Trice is going to bring to us. Yeah, I'm hoping that he can just come out there and be a force.
Well, if you're gonna run a 3-4, then we need that big pretty, as Big Low would say. We need that big run stuffing. You're not gonna run around me. I can lift up a refrigerator because I weigh 350 pounds, nose tackle. If we're gonna run a 3-4 in a true 3-4, you need that hog in the middle, man. I mean,
what T. Will you turning your back on Eddie Kane?
I feel like you talking about me.
No, not let me. Big Low, no, sir. I'm not talking about you. I revere you, not at all. Not at all.
You said 350, pick a refrigerator. I was like, well,
yeah, but you know what? I've seen you. You got a slim 3, like you're big, but you're tall. I'm talking about a wide human being.
Vince Wilfork.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm talking about one of them. one of them, you run into him, he ain't even got to hit you. You just gonna bounce off from running into him. You know what I mean? It's just like bam. Why did you even think that? What did you think was gonna happen? You know what I mean? I'm talking an immovable object. No, you're not running up the middle today, sir. You better take that to the sideline because it's gonna be a long day, bro. Bring a lunch. Bring a lunch. Okay,
And
you ain't running through here. That's what
we
need.
struggled that last night on week 18 versus the run, bro. They was getting 10, 13 yards versus
Right. They were gassing us. Well, hey, what do you guys think about Kyle Pitts to the Cowboys for
Michael Parsons?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get another draft pick though. They ain't finna just give us him.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
they could have it.
Yeah.
Michael Parsons, they could have
third round. You have to give him a third and Kyle Pitts probably.
He got it. What do you think? Because the reason I say that, you probably can fleece 2 picks from Cleveland when you trade Kirk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirk will go because it's Stefanski.
You remember how Terry did with Matt Ryan, bro? I'm worried about that. He might just give him up for 4th round. We don't even know at this point.
I'm just saying, do we really think that we're going to get multiple picks for Kirk?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, let me tell you why you will. Okay. The most difficult position to play in the world, okay, is quarterback. And good quarterbacks are in demand. And lest we not forget, Kirk has a great agent. I'm sorry. Woo, what's going on, T. Will? He has a great agent. Okay. This agent has made this man $300 and whatever million. So you know what his agent is going to say to Cleveland? Look, Kirk was hurt. I don't care what Terry F. Baby said. You know what I mean? His shoulder was injured, his elbow, but he's had a chance to just calm down and rest in the offseason. Have him in for a workout, and it's fine. And look you got what do we have in the draft? You got Shador, you got Cam Ward, and maybe one other guy, but you got a dearth of talent at the quarterback position. You got at least 5 or 6 teams, right? You got at least 6 teams that need a quarterback. Kirk, yeah, it's gonna be out there, bro. It's gonna be out there.
Titans do have a lot of defensive players, though. The Titans do have a lot of defensive players. Go ahead. You were just talking about that D tackle. Go ahead and bring Simmons over here. We can get him with that.
I'm with it. I'm with
it. Them pass rushers.
I am totally with pass rushers. Because guess what? The only thing that the team that you're trading him to, they only got to pay him $27 million. $27 million for a quarterback, and to give you guys context and relevancy. Those of you who don't know, I'm sure everybody knows that Dak has $60 million. But if you're a good quarterback nowadays, you're gonna get if you are an elite quarterback, the bar starts at $60 million. So $27 million is equivalent to, it's not necessarily getting a quarterback from Temu, but it is getting a discount on Amazon. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know if you're gonna get 2 picks for Kirk.
You don't think so?
I'm with Lowe. I'm sorry, I'm with Lowe too on contract. It's not just because of his contract. It's like, what's the last thing you put on film? Yeah, you can say he's hurt, all that stuff all day long, but still, the last thing that everybody remembers on film is him being Mr. Cliffhanger.
Yeah, but that's only 5 games though, bro.
Right.
You gotta think.
That's only 5 games.
You gotta also think about the scheme that they were running at those last 5 games too.
That's the incredible drop off.
Yeah.
We also missed kicks. We also got
of course. But we just talking about quarterback play, man. We're gonna leave the kicker out of this for now.
I think you can get 2 picks for him. I especially if the team is desperate.
I just feel like a team. If I'm a GM and I'm looking at the Falcons situation, even if I do need a quarterback, the Falcons really don't have a lot of leverage, though.
Yes, you do.
No, we do. With the Watson interview, we definitely do now, bro.
You could.
Again, what Texas just did last night with the quarterback who's going to the draft. Alone. It's starting to look a little shaky.
I feel like if anybody would want to prevent messing up with picking up a veteran quarterback again, if anybody would want to prevent
Cleveland.
It's Cleveland.
Even though he's 37
Oh
years old.
wow!
If
That's
anybody
a
want to be
good
like,
point.
hey, we
That
want
is
to
a
be,
good point.
we want
That's
to be
fair.
stuck holding the bag again.
That's
Like,
fair. That because wait, but
I'm
here's the
saying
thing:
he's
Deshaun
still
Watson
old
injured.
too though.
Isn't
Yeah,
Deshaun Watson
Deshaun
injured?
Watson,
Yeah.
he just ruptured his Achilles again. He
But
basically had a Mike Soroka.
here's the thing: if you get him, you only got him for a year. The contract is only for a year. It's not like you're trading him for 2 or 3 or 4. You only are on the hook if you trade him for a year, and then he's out of there.
That's what I'm saying. So why would I give you multiple picks for that?
Because you
I
don't
don't
have a
think you get
quarterback
multiple picks.
now. Well, okay, let me ask you this. Maybe a better question is, what is Cleveland's position in the draft? Where are they picking?
They're like second in the draft, I think.
Oh, well then.
Second or third in the draft. They top 10.
they finally got a first round pick because they had one for the last 3 years.
So who's all right? So can we agree Shador's? Is it Shador? You think Shador's going first, or is it Cam Ward?
Cam Ward's going first.
Okay. Then who? Shador?
Maybe Travis Hunter. Actually,
No. Travis Hunter's not a quarterback. I'm saying it's.
you talking about as far as
yeah, as far as quarterbacks.
Yeah. It's a
I'm
weak
finna
class.
look up the draft.
Right.
Picture.
Yeah, Cleveland has the second overall pick.
Okay. Well, it's Shador or Cam. Do you think Cam like? I guess it depends on what they see when they look at Shador or Cam. Versus Kirk Cousins.
And then the boy coming out of Oregon too, right?
What's his name?
What's his name? Dylan. What's the kid's name? Can't remember, but he's coming out this year, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Talking about Raiola?
No, the kid from Oregon.
Oh, you said Oregon. Damn, my bad.
Yeah, it's like, but one thing that we do know is that by the time the combine comes around, there's one kid who plays for SMU or some other random school who will throw the ball kind of good, and they'll be like, "Oh, he's the next one up. Oh, it's him. He's him." And then it'll be 3 kids that get bumped up from the 5th round to the 1st round. They'll get the Daniel Jones treatment, and they'll come to the league and don't do anything. So there's somebody that's going to get taken higher than they're supposed to be taken.
But are we forgetting about the Giants, the Raiders, the Jets? They all need QBs as well.
Only thing is, Kirk has a no trade clause. I could see Kirk going to Cleveland because of Stefanski. He's worked with him in the past. I don't know that Kirk's just going anywhere. You know what I mean? So you gotta. That's why I was like, Cleveland makes sense because Deshaun Watson just tore his Achilles again, so they gotta have a quarterback. And B, Kirk has worked with Stefanski, but I don't know if Kirk wants to go to the Giants. You know what I mean? I mean, would you want to go? What depends on how bad he wants to start. You know what? I don't know, Twisted. I don't know. What do you got?
You gotta think. They got number 1 receiver now. They got a good defense. Their defense ain't trash. They got a lot of talent in that front 7.
That offensive line is straight trash, though, man. Straight trash.
Yeah, man.
Hey, to quote the great.
I'm just saying, Kurt. I don't know you want.
Yeah,
but I'm also think the Raiders might jump the Browns to get Shador, and then the Browns will still need a QB. They could go the 1-year route and then wait for Deshaun Watson the following year, too.
I do feel like Shador ends up in Vegas somehow, some way too, though. Twisted. I ain't gonna lie, I do too.
Deion talking about he want to coach him. Like there's so many avenues coming out now.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Antonio gone now too.
Same Deion that said he ain't trying to leave college, right? Yeah.
Hey man, my thing is he said the same thing similar to Jackson U.
Look, don't even talk about that right Twisted, because that's his alma mater. So
sorry.
I was hurt. I was hurt, man.
Sorry.
I knew he was gonna do that though. I said that. He's coming to the league, bro. He's coming to the NFL, bro. Let's call a spade a spade.
So you talk about the quarterbacks in this draft. You got Cam Ward, you got Shador, then you got Dylan Gabriel, the kid coming out of Oregon. Don't forget about Jalen Milroe.
Oh, he's coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
might
Milroe
make
is
QB.
coming out.
Yeah,
They might
yeah,
try to make him a running back.
exactly. You
They
know how they
the
do.
Lamar Street.
Not the Marcus Vick.
Then
Oh
Will
wow.
Howard.
Dang, that's tough. That's
Then
It's
Will
definitely good.
Howard from
Woo!
Ohio State.
Down
Quinn
there with
Ewers.
Who from Ohio State?
the
Will Howard,
Uh,
the quarterback.
yeah. I don't know, man. I
I
don't
mean,
don't
know.
so
think he's
I
going first
mean,
round.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not like the quarterback class is insanely crazy this year. It's like, so I mean, look, they'll have some leverage. Like, don't get me wrong. The Notre Dame quarterback's coming out, Riley Leonard.
Mm.
That'll probably be the guy that everybody's like, oh my God, Riley Leonard, he's great. He's gonna be the like it happens every year, T Will. Every year it happens.
Oh,
Like it's gonna
wow.
be some random guy. Like,
Oh,
yeah, and he has a
wow.
quarterback name too, Riley Leonard. Like, yes, this is the quarterback of the future. You know it, Twisted.
Oh,
Am I
They do
lying?
be doing that. They do be doing that. Will Levis.
Will Levis. Where did Will Levis come from?
Was it Kentucky or Duke?
Yeah, he came from Kentucky, man. Where nobody had people Will Levis before he came out.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, somebody had a good question. What if they move Pitts to receiver? He already played. He lines up at receiver, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the problem. He should not be playing receiver.
Well,
He
no,
needs to be a tight end.
honestly, the problem is when you put him at receiver, he doesn't beat cornerback. He doesn't beat cornerbacks on routes. Like, he's not really that open, you know. And
he don't hit his routes the way he's supposed. Like, he don't hit them hard either.
Right.
Only time I'm putting him out wide is if I'm in the red zone and I'm throwing a fade route.
Exactly.
That's it.
Run to the pylon.
That's it, bro.
Run to
And
the
they don't even do that like that. So they must see it's not in this game or something. He was cooking base in the training camp with that
all day.
Hey, he runs a good end cut. I'll give him that. He runs a good end cut. If you need a slant, if you need him to find a spot in the middle of the zone, he's good for that. But if it's one-on-one, I gotta beat this guy, that he's not your guy. You know what I mean? But if you want to sit him down on a little hook, you know what I mean? Or find the hole in the zone, you can do that. I mean, he is serviceable.
So let me ask you this: the catch that he had against, I believe, Minnesota was again on the sideline, going up the sideline one-on-one. I believe he was one-on-one.
The Saints.
That was the Saints. Yeah, you're right. That was the Saints. The second time we played the Saints. Yeah, that one-on-one. The second time we played the Saints. And so you're saying that right there is that can't happen more often? Those type of catches, like if he was one-on-one.
It can, but to me, and this is just me. Look, I don't play the game. All right, this is just one man's opinion. Watching Kyle, and look, I love the Falcons, and that love extends to all who wear that jersey. So I say this with all the love in my heart. There are times he just doesn't seem to have a sense of urgency. There are times when we see Kyle and he's like snatching out of the air and we're like, yes. And then there are other times we see Kyle and we're like, what the hell are you doing, man? You got the hot route. Why didn't you run that out? Wait, where are you? He's inconsistent and I just don't know. I mean, he's capable of it, but he hasn't done it on a consistent enough basis to where you can trust him. Right. So for everybody who's like, why doesn't Kirk throw to Kyle? Let me tell you why. In the NFL, and again, I know you guys watch the sport, so I'm not trying to condescend. I'm just trying to break down. Please don't take it as anything other than what it's meant. In the NFL, I would, and you guys keep me honest, 60 to 70% of your throws, you're not going to see the outcome. Right. So or at least 60% of your throws, you're not going to see the outcome. You have to trust that receiver is at the spot he's supposed to be at, right?
Anticipation.
And if you have a receiver that sometimes get there and sometimes doesn't, would you throw to him? Let me ask you that. Coach Bo, would you throw?
I'm just saying, like, it's times that we've seen that man open, and it's just like he's not even getting looked at too. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with anything that you're saying because I agree with you 100%. Like, he doesn't run the routes, so he doesn't run routes well for me anyway. But Also, it's just like he does get open though. I think he does. It's been a lot of times I've seen Kyle Pitts open. Kirk Cousins don't even make it to that progression or even look that way. And I just feel like it was never any kind of connection between those two. That's why I asked y'all about Penix and Pitts earlier. Like, before Twisted got on, do you think that those two can establish a connection?
I mean, they could, right? So Chris, you and I talked. Let's go back to an earlier conversation we had, and it was about basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
For those of y'all who don't know, Chris is a hooper. Okay, Chris hoops. Chris gets his hoop on. I suck at basketball.
I do.
That's neither here nor there. Chris was remember, Chris, you were saying, look, there's some guys I don't, because you're not going to do anything with the ball anyway. You remember saying that?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's think same thing, right? If it's 3rd and 5 and gotta have it, and Kyle's the hot, right? And the call is for a go, it's for a 9 route, and you run a little button hook and you do this a couple of times, I'm not going to look at you when it's 3rd down. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could be open, but why would I look at you if you don't run the routes that are assigned?
Well, because you the field general and that's your job, buddy. That's your job.
They gotta make him the first read a lot more too, though, bro.
That's also coaching.
Kyle's rarely the first read, and he only can run 4 good routes. Respectfully, let's call a spade, guys. Post route, corner route, in route, out and ups. That's the only route you should have Kyle Pitts run, and flies as well. So stop and go routes. He's not able to do that. He's a big body receiver. You can't have him do that.
No, them feet. Them feet
you can't have him do that, bro.
It'd be locked up after that.
Run, stop and go.
Hey, let's ask Coach what he's thinking. Coach Bo, what are you thinking? Right? You got 1 against, you got 2 for. What are you thinking?
I feel like the biggest disservice to Kyle Pitts was Julio Jones leaving the year that he came in, because nobody ran routes like Julio Jones. Julio Jones ran routes. Every route looked the same until he made his breaks. And the fact that Kyle Pitts wasn't able to work with Julio, and Julio have that one-on-one time with him the same way Calvin really did, really did not help him. And his first year, he came in and he just dominated with just God-given talent.
Right.
But after that, they got tape on him and they seen what he's capable of doing and what he's not capable of doing. It was over with after that. It's like, just like Twisted said, Kyle Pitts good for 4 routes. That corner route, the way he runs a corner route is one of the best in the game right
Unstoppable.
Yeah. Gotta give him that. I don't care.
Unstoppable.
Gotta give him that.
But I mean, it's one of them situations where it's like, yes, I agree. They should get him more involved in the game. But I mean, there's stuff that Kyle does as well to put himself in bad situations.
You know what, Coach? I just thought about something too. The thing about it is Kyle would have never really got his Julio Jones, teaching moment anyway, because of what Julio did and how Julio left. And that was the reason why Kyle Pitts is even here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, Kyle Pitts isn't even the Atlanta Falcon if Julio Jones doesn't do that. I really believe that.
Or Calvin Ridley. That was the same season, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean
No, Julio and Calvin played together.
Yeah, Julio and Calvin
did. Yeah. He talked about if they both can get into stuff.
Julio got traded, and then Calvin the same year
just fell off a cliff.
Because Kyle Pitts and Calvin, they played like 4 games together, something like that.
Mental health. He came back. Yep. And even the game he came back, Kyle Pitts cooked the Dolphins that game. And what were those routes? Fly routes.
Yeah.
That's what
just
he
put
did.
the ball up. Snap. We're not doing it. But I do think Michael Penix would do that a lot more with Kyle Pitts.
Oh yeah.
So
he gonna air that thing out.
So you guys are willing to give it a go with, and I am too. Look, you've already signed him, right? It's not going to cost you extra. So, I'm okay. I mean, you're probably not going to re-sign him, but keep him for next year. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is that if you don't trade him this year, he's on that 5th-year option. If he
Mhm.
comes out and he plays like a Pro Bowler with Michael Penix, run it back. Like,
Got
get a get a long-term deal with him.
You
But
got to sign Drake, and you got to re-sign Jesse.
you gotta resign Drake and Jesse.
And here
and
comes
Bijan will literally come
Bijan.
up the following year after that.
Yep.
Yep.
Here comes Bijan.
I don't.
That's why
look it.
that's
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Coach.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say that's why this offseason is so important.
It is
Because you literally have to set up, things for next year. And it's like the crazy thing is like body bag them. A lot of Falcons fans been talking about this. I mean, a lot of people want to get naked and get Tyreek.
Hill.
Man,
Yeah.
if you got Tyreek Hill, boy,
they'll be mad at us,
Y'all
bro.
Oh,
talk
I don't
about
know. They'll be
God,
mad at us, bro.
run and shoot offense for
can-
real.
Hey,
Boy.
I can see the bins right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. The first time you run Tyreek on a go, oh my God. Tyreek
And he
and
ain't
Drake.
gonna have to slow down because Penny's gonna let that thing go.
He going. He Penix gonna let that thing out, boy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Your defense is probably really gonna suck, but you gonna put up 50 points a game.
Right. Right.
You gonna put up 50
You're gonna
points
be
a
out there trying
game.
to outscore people for real.
You gonna Tyreek is gonna cost you some money. He ain't coming for free, and I don't know what you got left, but
I think, but don't the Dolphins still owe him money on that contract?
Yeah.
So I
Wait,
think it'll probably be kind of like the Kirk Cousins. They'll have to eat some of the contract as well. Say if
so
we
they
get him for
haven't.
like a
Did
one.
they cut him, or is he just
Uh-uh.
requesting a trade?
He requesting a
He's gonna
trade.
request-
Oh,
mhm.
okay.
He quit on them boys though. That's gonna bring his number down too.
Yeah.
They got him on tape quitting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's nasty work.
He said, "You know what, y'all? I'm out." What's that? What's that meme with SpongeBob? You know what? I'm about to head out.
Yeah.
I see where
That's
this is
crazy,
going.
bro.
I'm
It's like
about to head
Tyreek,
out.
you coming back in? You're like, nah.
He said, "Cheetah, you done?" He said, "You done, Cheetah?" While
that's
was happy, he was
crazy.
like, "Come on, OG, you can't do us like that."
That's crazy.
That's nasty, bro.
He said, "Y'all know what? I'm heading out, man. I gotta be out. I'm gone. I appreciate it."
He
Someone
literally
said
threw the
trade
deuces
Pitts
up
for
to the
Hill.
team.
My brother said trade Pitts for Hill. Oh wow. I
Sheesh.
mean, I don't know.
I can't do it. I don't think they got to give us something else because Pitts is 24 years old, and this is gonna be year 3 coming back from the injury. So there's no more excuses now, bro.
Yeah.
Don't tell me
It
tightness
really
or soreness. I don't hear none of that shit. You had 2-3 years to
That's done.
give us what you gave us.
That's done.
But hold on, before we change, I also want to bring this up. Let's not act like teams don't do this when players' contracts is coming up. They kind of stall them out the offense a little bit. Let's not act like we ain't seen this before now, guys.
True. Now
Let's bring that asking price number down a little bit.
That is true. That's a good point. But that, you know what? That's a good point. I can't argue against that. But the only thing I can say is, and I'll put it this way: at the beginning of the year, Kirk and Kyle roomed together, and you kept saying, Kirk say, "I just need Kyle to run." You know what I mean? Why do you think he was saying that? Because Kyle wasn't running routes. Because Kyle's reputation was he doesn't run out routes, right? And we could see a couple of misfires in a couple of games where Kyle is thinking one thing and Kirk is thinking another. That happened routinely. And I honestly think Kirk just said, "Hey, man, the hell with it. I don't know where this guy's going to be. I'm not looking for him." But Twisted, you do make a point. You do make a good point. I can't. And maybe it's a little bit of both. Look I'm all right with bringing Kyle back. I don't think you're going to resign him because I don't think you can afford to. But there's nothing wrong with, hey, let's bring him in. Let's see if he can develop some chemistry at Pitts. You know what I mean? But he'd have to make a complete 180 for you to even consider resigning him because you still got Jesse out there, who we know you're going to resign, and you got Draco, who we know you're going to resign, right? So those are my thoughts.
How y'all feel about Tyler Algier, though? What are we gonna do with him? Should we trade him for a second round pick, maybe?
You're not gonna sign him. I think ultimately you're gonna have to trade him. What do you think, Coach?
I want to keep Tyler, man. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
tough
do too.
because it's like I always say, players come and go, but the Atlanta Falcons are forever. And
Amen.
some guys you just kind of have to let go.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we always have let go of the wrong guys. Like we let go of Foye Oluwakin instead of Deion Jones. And
Oh,
we
that
let
would
go.
hurt.
We let go
That
of
man
Tevin
had
Coleman.
130 tackles and an INT and
Bro.
2 sacks.
Bro,
And
That would hurt.
meanwhile, Deion Jones is posing in fur coats. like, like, what's going on?
Damn.
Is he on the Bucks team?
I don't know where Deion Jones is at.
I feel like I saw
He
Jones
ain't
number
playing?
45 on the Bucks the other
I think
day.
he was like, I don't know, like I thought he was on the practice squad or something.
He's on the practice squad of somebody.
Last time I heard he worked in the lawnmower section at the Home Depot.
Oh, damn, that's
I can
cold.
believe that.
That's just foul.
Last I heard, I mean, I might be wrong, but last I heard he was at the Home Depot
That's just cold, man.
in the lawnmower section. He had one of them orange aprons on.
Damn, Big Low.
I like that look creamsicle orange. You still with the Bucks?
Damn.
And you know what? It was off. Let's be honest, but let's call a spade a spade. We also met with the Bear in 2017 with that too, because Deion Jones' best year was 2017. Who was the D tackle in front of him? Do y'all remember?
2017.
Don Terry Poe.
Don Terry.
Oh,
Yup.
And he was wrecking havoc.
Don Terry Poe and Paul Soliai. Yup, I remember that.
And Deion Jones, he didn't get touched like that. He was able to scrape, get to the. But when you don't have that big D tackle in front of you, stop that run. Them guards get at you quick.
That's it.
So he played 2 games this year for Tampa Bay. My, how the mighty have fallen.
Mm-hmm.
Boy. You know what? I'll never forget that interception he had against the Saints to ice the game. Like, that was a great play, man. That was a great play.
That's 2017.
2017.
And he had, and that's the game he put AK out with the concussion. They tried to run a screen. He cleaned it up.
Deion Jones, he put a lot of people out with concussions. Shouts out to Cam.
Hey. Oh, that's cold, man. He did do that to Cam, yeah, that's cold.
Yeah.
Cam didn't even know where he was.
Crazy thing is, Cam, he hit us up because he wanted my cousin to be on the 707 team. First of all, short story, Cam Newton is a gigantic human being.
Yes, he is.
Like, I shook his hand and like it engulfed my hand. It was, and I have huge hands. Bro, so I'm talking to Cam. I'm just cutting it up with him. I like, hey Cam, look, I know you from Atlanta and everything, but you deserved it when old boy cleaned your clock that time.
He was dabbing all over us, wasn't he, Lo? He was dabbing all that game.
He was doing everything all over. He was like, I ain't gonna lie, Lo. You right, I deserved it. Like he was like, I was slow poking it to the end zone, but it caught me slipping. I ain't gonna lie, I deserved it. I like, yeah, you deserved that one. You deserved that thing.
And even then, he still was able to stand firm and still reach to get it. I'm like, damn, that's a strong joker.
Bro, that joker, he's so big, man.
Hey.
Man, my thing is, remember how he did what's my man name? The cornerback, how they were fighting in the practice. And how
Josh Norman.
Josh Norman, yeah, man. How they were tussling, how he would kind of like just hold him and just laughing and smiling the whole time. I was just like, man, bro, big, man.
That boy was smiling. He had that. He like me. Whenever he fight, he get crazy lips. Cause that's what I do. I start fighting, I get them crazy. Yeah, that's the crazy lips. You start fighting and you can't hold your lips still. That's them crazy. That's what we call them. And that's exactly what he had in that situation. He got them big teeth, so it looked like he's smiling. But
he
lips can't stay still because he mad. That's some crazy lips. So he trying to fight and everything.
Damn.
How y'all feel about Grady?
Restructure.
Yeah.
That's your best bet. That's your best bet. Because anything else, you're gonna have to let that man ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
See if you
you
can
drafted
respect
people
that.
for him. Rook, Brandon. It's time to start seeing them young jokers eat, man.
I'm just saying.
I know. And one thing about Terry Fontenot that I'm starting to learn, Terry Fontenot always drafts for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
He don't draft for this year. So if you look at last year's draft, it's always kind of a sign of who you're gonna be letting go. He signed J.D. Bertrand. We need some
Sure.
linebackers. Sounds like your boy Nate Landman gone. He signed two defensive tackles. Whenever he got Dorless and he got Aurora,
Mm-hmm.
sound like either Anyamata or Grady gonna be gone.
Probably
I'm,
David.
I'm just
Man,
saying.
I'm cool with David being gone though.
Yeah,
Cool with that.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Well, all right, man. Well, look, I'd have been on here for 3 hours.
Oh
Sheesh.
dang,
Sheesh.
man, that's what happens, man.
Hey, look, man, time flies when you're having fun, Bo. But look, I do want y'all to let everybody know where they can find y'all at. If y'all don't mind doing old country boy a favor. Chris, you want to start it off?
No, sure, man. A1 Forever Sports, that's the platform on YouTube. Please come over, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Have an Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Braves, and of course, Atlanta Falcons conversation. Also Twitter and Instagram, A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok, where I drop little videos and everything like that on there as well. Hey man, just come on through and help your boy get out in everybody's algorithm so they can find out more about us and be a part of the A1 family. Appreciate you, Lo, for dropping that link and letting me come on here and talk about old Jimmy Lake.
You already know what time it is,
Yeah,
man.
man.
You already know.
Sorry.
Oh,
Twisty, you want?
I thought we had an emergency press conference or something like that. They were talking about Jimmy Lake. I thought Twister had some exclusive footage.
No, I'll try to see what the score is of the wild card game. That's my fault.
Nah, you good, man. You want to let everybody know where they can find you, Twisted?
Oh yeah, man. You can follow me on YouTube, Twisted Torch TV, Twitter, Twisted Torch TV. I got a new Discord, Twisted Torch TV. Everything Twisted Torch TV. Appreciate Big Low for the emergency meeting. I've been watching the whole 3 hours in the bed chilling. So I'm like, man, sit that link, man. Let me talk for a minute. But
Hey,
shouts
man.
out to Big Low, man. Shouts out to everybody. I gotta make sure I do content with you guys a lot more too, man. Appreciate the support as always.
Hey, you already know what time it is, Bo. I appreciate you for coming through. You know, we always have a good time, too. Definitely. T. Will, you want to let everybody know where they can find you at there, Bo?
Yes, sir. For my ATL Sports 1 on YouTube. Again, the number 4, my ATL Sports, the number 1 on YouTube. Hey, please drop, like, and share and subscribe. And like, share, and subscribe to this channel because Big Low is awesome and funny and hilarious. And he's great. Not only is he knowledgeable, but he's hilarious. He did a show with us the other day, and it was freaking hilarious. So he imitated Raheem, and he was great, by the way.
Yeah, y'all crazy work for that one, boy.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna nominate Lowe for an Oscar for his performance. I'm just saying. So yeah.
You had the sweats up with the Jays.
Nah, see, look, if it would have been a situation where I could have had a full pitch, I definitely would have.
Oh man, you might have to do that. That might have to be like your next one. You might have to do that.
Man, look, you never know.
You might have
know,
to do
man.
that.
You never know. Well, look, too, I definitely appreciate you for coming through, man. Much love to you, Bo.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach. I love to sit around and talk about sports. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, which started today and ended up as tonight. But you're here with us, and we definitely and greatly appreciate it. I need y'all to make sure that y'all hit that like button. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Share the channel with your friends and family. Let them know there's old country boy over here that loves to sit around and talk about sports. During this off season, we're going to be talking about the off-season moves. We're going to be talking about hopefully a good hire at defensive coordinator, and moving forward, hopefully y'all could just kind of come with me with the misadventures of Big Low. So we're gonna have a good time with it, and make it do what it do, baby. In the meantime, I need y'all to stay safe. Please don't do anything that I would do, and we'll holler at y'all a little bit later on, Bo. What in the world?
Peace.